I'm back. I've been neglecting y'all for a while, and I've been hearing a lot about it. So, I'm very excited to be filming today. And before we dive into today's video, I kind of want to just go over everything and what's been happening. So, the 350 has come a long way, which we're going to go into that in a little bit, and then we're going to dive into what today's video is going to be about. But I just want to kind of touch on some things so the confusion is lifted from the air, in case you get confused. It happens. So yes, I've been neglecting this YouTube channel so much, but I've just been really busy, and it's kind of hard to do stuff by yourself and like driving and filming. I don't have that figured out yet, but we're gonna get it. So I've been enjoying my first couple events. I've been to about 4 events now with the car, and I've just been enjoying them and driving them and hanging out with friends. And it's kind of hard to film at the same time. I feel like it kind of takes away from it, and it just adds another thing to it. But now that everything's I got everything down to a science pretty much, and I have 2 new friends that are gonna start drifting. One of which we're gonna be filming a video on his car today. So it'll kind of be funner to like film them and like take it easy on my day, like film them more and then just drive like a little bit. Me drive a little bit and then film them driving. So like it kind of takes it out of it. Plus I got other friends that I'm gonna film them a lot too. So I probably got about the group from here, probably like 6 to 8 cars. So I can make so much content. I just can't wait. It's gonna be a great year, I feel. So that's that aspect of where I've been. So the 350 has come a long way since y'all probably saw it. You know, I've done pretty much a full angle kit on it, all Gktech lower and steering angle kit and stuff, which we're going to be doing on Adam's car today. But we're just doing the steering angle kit, and then we're going to try to figure out the difference between the offset rack spacers and the offset rack spacers. There's 2 different ones. There's ones that push the tie rods forward towards the car, and then the ones I have, just one's bigger on my passenger side because it's a left-hand drive car, and then it's just got a small one on the driver's side. I don't get it, but it works. So we'll try to explain it in a little bit. The shop has also come a long way. You can see most of it. It's really dirty right now. I spent a lot of time last night putting my car back together. After the drift event, which was 2 weeks ago, I blew my steering rack out. Both sides were like completely leaking, and my valve cover started leaking again because I bought cheap valve covers. I just got done installing a new power steering rack and some Z1 Motorsports OEM valve covers, so hopefully they will be fine. They were just expensive. And then I did a coolant mod delete, which delete the cooling from pretty much everything except going to the head. And I did a Mishimoto thermostat, which I'll kind of show that later. I might wash the car. I'm definitely going to clean the shop before Adam gets here, but he's at work, so he's got about an hour till he gets here. So instead of me talking, we might as well dive into the video. So I'm gonna start cleaning the shop up, and then I might wash the car, and we'll see how things go. And then when Adam gets here, we'll start install.
Look who it is. Dude just pulled up at the shop. This is 2005. 2000. Mine's 2005. Yeah. So 2006 Z. It's the DE Rev Up, which the only thing I wish mine had, just like it has the oil pump. So quickly, I want to show you. So this is like stock angle, pretty much. You look at it from the front, and then this is a full Gktech kit. You can tell it's a massive difference. So today we're waiting on his ISR upper control arms. They were back ordered or whatever, so we're waiting on them because he does have the lowers. Like I did all the Gktech lowers and I have ISR uppers. So today on his, we're going to be doing the this right here with the relocation device. So, and we're doing inner tie rods. So he's got all that in his bag over here. So it should be a pretty easy install today.
Got that from the dollar store.
Got that from the dollar store. Shout out Gktech.
Their dollar store like prices.
Alright, so we got the tie rod extensions, and then we got the steering angle kit.
The booties.
Got the boost, dust protection. And those. See, my car has the ones that are like this, but it's just like, it's different. So these like offsetted actually, mine just like, I don't know if it's like recenter the rack in a way, but they like space it out on one side. So I'm kind of excited to see the difference between these and the ones on my car. If he can get more angle out of his, or if mine has more angle, I don't know. So we'll be able to test them, and then whoever's works better, then we'll probably end up switching that up.
Other setup up.
Yeah, so, and then we'll have to wait and do that test once we do his lowers and all his uppers, which should be within the next month, you think?
They said 5 to 7 weeks. They're on back order, so.
That's not too bad. So he's gonna, we have the event, what's today, June what?
20th on the 4th.
Today's June 20th, so we have an event July 4th, and then he'll drive with this kid on, and then after that event we'll do his lowers and everything, and then have some big angle.
Yeah,
But,
see if we can drive first.
we've been driving the sim a lot at my house, so he's been getting some practice. So
Yeah, that's
the sim is so helpful. I need to make a video on that one day. That's probably gonna come soon. Yeah, and we'll be able to get your reaction, like driving the sim and then driving for the first time. So we'll hop into this video. Alright, so this is a fairly easy install. I'm just gonna run through it real quick. So you just pull off these bump stops, which we're gonna have to cut these down a little bit. So pull off these bump stops and then pull off your outer tie rod, and then this replaces all that and it just bolts in like this. It's pretty easy, and then we'll do the offset rack spacers, which will be easy also. It looks like your tie rod's bent. No, it's just it's just a weird angle. So yeah, alright, so Duke got everything off. This is where the steering kit's gonna bolt on. He's now pulling the inner tie rod off, and I got the bump stop off, so we'll trim this up to give us our maximum angle before we have no more. So I'm gonna show y'all everything off the car. So these are the offset rack spacers. This screws into the rack, and then your tie rod screws into it. And then we're gonna install this on the car like this with a little bit of threads, and then we'll put the wheels straight and then cut this where we need to, because these are the Gktech extended ones, and we're not gonna need all this. I had to trim mine, so I know we're gonna have to trim these. And so I'm just gonna wait for him to pull that off, and I might start installing these on here. Yeah, give her one of them. Well, that thing was tight. Fucking right. They just, usually, I mean, we're gonna put some Loctite on them, because that's the last thing you want to come loose, but yeah, that should be it. That wrench doesn't like fit it. It fits it. I could go hit it with the grinder. Alright, so we got this side all installed. It just bolts up to your, I don't know what they call this, but there's a name for it. It's like the torsion. It's not necessarily a load control one, but it's like a torsion bar. So it bolts onto that, and then it bolts onto the old bump stop. So Duke is going to install the, oh, pull that little plastic thing out. Take that off. They got that little plastic thing right there. Just rip it off.
This?
Yeah. And then that fits into those grooves. See how it's got those two? Yeah. So it fits into that. We'll get that all tight, and then we'll put the tie rod on and get some measurements to where we need to cut. Huh?
It's already tight. They tighten them fast?
No, it's just probably got some gunk in the threads, but you got enough threads. Let me just tighten it up. Hold the rack with that wrench right there to your left. While you just give it like a nice genuine squeeze. Yeah, just. Alright, so both sides are done. Got everything all tightened up. We ended up going with the stock bump stops on here. We were gonna use mine from when I had my kit on, but I think because they have these offset rack spacers, that allows a little bit more angle than mine did, because the banjo fitting on the brake is hitting the coil. So this is literally gonna be perfect. Let me put her at lock. There's the hole in it. Oh, you're right there. So
Yeah, that's bump stuff.
yeah, it's hitting on. All right, that's perfect. And then the other side. It's not touching?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Might just need to put that washer.
It'll probably be fine though when like the suspension's settled.
Oh yeah, it's gonna push it up.
Because it's gonna be up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think that'll be good. Yep. Alright. Alright. You're gonna do some donuts?
Yeah, after I get over this here goddamn creeper.
Oh man. We're gonna have to go put it to the test, so
Let's see how backwards, I mean sideways we get this.
So earlier in the video, on the intro, I was talking about my cooling delete. So this is all the hoses, and I'll show y'all real quick, but if y'all want me to do a full video on that, I can. So it's basically just this hose right here, and then they cleaned up the engine bay a lot. So I can do a full video on that if y'all would like me to. Just comment it down below. Dude, oh my stock Z wheels. Dude, you need to wash them things.
I need to wash the whole car.
Interior is pretty gutted. Got a hand breaking off.
Pretty nice or pretty gutted?
I said pretty gutted. Pretty gutted. Loaded diff already. Well, she's ready to go, dude.
Yeah, straight river.
I'm hyped.
Ow, dude. The fucking wheels.
That's not fucking wheels, it's regular wheels.
You're right, I keep forgetting this is YouTube.
What's going on, everybody? Noah here. The reason I'm here is because GoPro decided to delete some of the final clips from the video me and Adam filmed yesterday installing his angle kit, where we went and did some rips in his car. So you don't get to see those because they are somewhere that is not on the GoPro. So instead, I decided to put a couple clips together from previous events. Just do a little edit and show y'all what's to come. So next video y'all will see we'll either be working on Connor's car, which he has a 240. We might do some work on it. We need to do some power steering lines and welded and exhaust on it because it's really loud. And then either that or the next video will probably just be July 4th, the drift event, which is gonna be lit. It's gonna be a banger. I'm super excited for it. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of fill this in because the video ended in a weird spot. We were putting the wheels back together and then the rest of the clips just disappeared. So, yep, just wanted to say that real quick while I was editing, and then so enjoy these next couple clips, and always remember, dream big and execute slowly. Peace out.